All right, here's the last thing we have to show you. This is the sequel to The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Let's go!
Years have passed since we first announced this game, and we've been unable to share anything with you in that time.
Let's go!
However, development has been steadily progressing. For today, we've prepared some new footage to show a bit more of the game. Please take a look.
Let's go! Oh my gosh, Link's getting possessed by malice. Yes! Yes, he's in the sky! He really is in the sky! We're getting it all! We're getting the whole Skyward Sword thing! Oh my god! This is so awesome! This is so awesome! Yes! I can't, sorry. Oh. We got it. 2022. Yes! 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 It's like Skyward Sword, but it's Breath of the Wild.
So, what did you think? This time around, the setting for the adventure has been expanded to include the skies above Hyrule. We'd like to ask you to wait a bit longer. We're aiming for a 2022 release, so I hope you'll look forward to it.
Yes, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yes.
How was that?
Breath of the Wild 2.
That's all
Oh my
for
gosh.
this Nintendo Direct. We are diligently continuing development on a number of other games we didn't show today.
Oh my gosh, that was so
You'll
sick.
continue looking
That
forward
was so
to what's
sick.
in store on Nintendo Switch. Thank you for watching.
That was the best. They showed like a minute's worth of stuff and it was just jam-packed. Oh my gosh. So, oh man. Like, I knew with Skyward Sword being announced that we were getting a Sky Zone. And that Hyrule Castle rising up into the sky, we were getting a Sky Zone. And the whole Skyward Sword Loftwing amiibo, this pretty much confirms we're getting a Loftwing in it. Oh my gosh, this is like the most wonderful... I can't even... Let's go back and watch that trailer again. Because... Okay, I'm just going to try and analyze it real quick, because... Okay. We'll watch it again, and then I'll analyze it. Look at it, it's Skyward Sword 2! It really is, and it's volumetric clouds and everything! This is the most wonderful Zelda game we've ever showcased. Look at that enemy! Who was that? What is that? And why is Link liquid? Is that Fi or Midna's voice? My god. It really was like the most amazing Zelda trailer I've ever seen in my life. That demolished Breath of the Wild's E3, not E3, Nintendo Switch presentation. I mean, that is genuinely the most epic thing I've ever
This is
seen.
the sequel to the Legend of Zelda.
Let's
Breath of the
analyze like as much as we
2
can. I
years
got
have
about
passed since we
20 minutes to go before I have to get off the stream. So let's take a look at this stuff. So this, we originally thought Link's hand was getting possessed with with that green energy. This looks like Malice is now infecting his arm. So I don't know what happens with that. That's Ganondorf arisen. That's a bunch of Malice waving its way through. So that scene where they're falling, Zelda actually does fall. Maybe Link couldn't hold on to her. The fact that they added in the Skyward Sword diving animation, free falling animation, is insane. Look at those sky islands and the volumetric clouds. Like, they really have taken this engine up a notch. And his hair is different. What happened to Link's hair? He's wearing what looks like Zonai gear. I hate to say Zonai because we don't know. But he really is wearing savage-looking gear. So maybe it really was the Zonai. Maybe all those theories were right all along. And that is a Sheikah eye on the back of his shield. He's got a new paraglider. What is this? Like, is it a puzzle? Is it a boss? Like, I have no clue. Okay, Death Mountain is still on the ground, so it didn't rise up. Bokoblins have horns on their heads. And they're all riding on a stone talus. Now, there's the green energy possessing his arm. That's his right arm. I thought it was his left for a second. And he gets the same bracelets that the green hand had. Now he can super stasis. Okay, I want to know what this is right here. Holy mackerel. Is that like some kind of giant worm? And Link has a flamethrower? It's some kind of Baba. It's some kind of Baba. Like not a Deku Baba, but it's some kind of plant-based enemy, it looks like. And Link's got a literal flamethrower. What is going on with this? Can he manipulate water? Something like that. I'm not sure if we're getting more. Okay, that's Tabantha down there. I'm not sure if we're getting a further expanded map, or if we're just going vertical and underneath the ground. I mean, look at that much Malice. This is no joke. And Hyrule Castle's like a couple 100 feet, or maybe 1,000 feet in the air. It's not that much. So, okay, this is kind of still early on, obviously, because there's not everything else in the sky. But yeah, this is essentially Skyward Sword 2. I know it's too early for me to say that, but with Skyward Sword coming out, yeah, it's possible they might delay that far because they're trying not to put a definite 2022 on it, just because they said that at the beginning of the direct. But I think this will launch somewhere mid-2022. It will probably be the best Zelda game ever. Like, that whole Skyward thing, this makes me think that they're doing it, it's like a Skyward Sword 2, and that we're going to get all this crazy stuff that, oh my gosh, this was what we waited 2 years for. Like, just something that hype. And what was it, a minute? Maybe not even a minute? Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for what we're going to get. He's got Malice infecting one arm, and then that green energy infects the other, infects or powers up his other arm. This is gonna be something else. So yeah, that's all the analysis I can give right now off the top of my head. I've gone through all the frames and stuff, or all the shots. get hyped because we're now our drought of Zelda information is over. And new theories and new everything from everybody is going to be coming out, and it's going to be insane. I'm not going to really gloat that much on the fact that I was right about no Zelda Anniversary Collection, but I was right because I said, why would they release Skyward Sword and then release a bunch of other Zelda games that sold better than Skyward Sword? So get hyped for Skyward Sword because this is directly connected to Skyward Sword. Directly. And I mean Loft Wings. I mean maybe a mention or two of Demise. Who knows who's that voice singing? Get hyped for Skyward Sword. Get hyped for the Age of Calamity DLC. This is about to be the best Zelda year. For what the information we're going to get, I'm hoping for a March 2022, just like the first Breath of the Wild launched in March. So that means we will be getting a Game Awards trailer. And Skyward Sword, hopefully before they release it, they'll show some kind of connection between it and Breath of the Wild 2 with the Loftwing amiibo. We might actually have to wait until after Skyward Sword comes out to get that information, kind of like with Twilight Princess. But yeah, this is gonna be one of the best. This is gonna be one of the best years for Zelda content. Yeah, Nintendo just 4 minutes of Zelda, they obliterated everything else with E3. So, y'all, this is going to be, this is sick. Look at this picture I got on my screen from the teaser of Breath of the Wild 2 from 2 years ago. And then this trailer. We are not prepared for how much the delays of this game have set it up to be just the most epic Zelda experience. Breath of the Wild was just the recreation of conventions, of new Zelda conventions. But it was pretty base as far as what you could do. Now, they can build on top of that. I think it'd be crazy to assume that Breath of the Wild 2 won't be as great as Breath of the Wild 1. Or better. Like, it'll probably blow Breath of the Wild 1 out of the water just from the things that are being added on top. So, I'm hyped. I hope you're hyped. If you like what you saw today, if you like the analysis, if you like the reaction, like and subscribe, RevADB. I do this stuff all the time for Nintendo stuff, and I'm going to be doing it more and more, especially with the Age of Calamity DLC. Skyward Sword is my favorite Zelda. Definitely going to be talking about some more Zelda stuff as it comes down the pipeline in the future. So, and I'll probably be doing a playthrough of Skyward Sword HD. Yeah, I mean, it makes me think if we are getting a Breath of the Wild 3. The Direct was lackluster, but Breath of the Wild 2 was exactly, if you theorize about this stuff, that was what I thought they were going to do, but they actually did it. So it's not even just my expectations. It's my expectations plus whatever they came up with. So this is going to be awesome. Again, if you liked what you saw, subscribe, follow. I got links to my social media in the About section. I talk about this stuff on Twitter all the time. This is going to be hype, and I'm ready to join the conversation. So thanks everybody who joined the stream. Thanks everybody who's watching after. I really appreciate. This is like this is definitely the most support I've gotten doing a Nintendo related stream. So thank you for all y'all who joined, and for all y'all who were kind enough to leave a comment, let me know you were here. But yeah, Zelda hype times 10. So later, guys.